Hello viewers, welcome to Ohio Airgun Shooter. In this video, I'm just going to go back and take a look at the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex. This is a .177 caliber pellet spring piston air pistol. It is a break barrel. Let's take a look at some of the features. It does have a fiber optic front sight. There are grooves here. I don't know if you can get an aftermarket hood to help protect it. Fully adjustable rear sight for elevation and windage. No fiber optics, no white dots. I added these myself. It has an automatic safety, which engages every time you cock it. Plastic grips. Has nice stipling. Feels good in the hand. It is a mixture of plastic and metal. Has a fully rifled barrel. The magazine button, and slide lever are all just, they're non-functional. Would have been nice though if they kind of made a magazine to where it would drop out, but you know, it would just hold pellets. But that probably would have upped the cost a little bit, but that would be a nice little design to have. Barrel length looks to be about just over 5¼ inches. Claimed FPS is up to 320 feet per second. Just the user manual. There's usually a lot of good information in these, but it lists no other specifications. Just briefly has them right here. The velocity, break barrel design, the caliber, and then rifled barrel. Anyhow, I have done a video on this before, but yeah, shooting different pellets. It's been a challenge to get it to group good. It seems to shoot very low. One thing I noticed on this is it has a bit of a droop, barrel droop. You can kind of, I don't know if that's just the plastic mold and the barrel, but if you look at it, it seems like it has a downward droop to it. So I don't know how much that will definitely affect where it shoots. I mean, you can just, it's all the way up, so, but you can clearly see it. But as I said, it's been a bit of a challenge to group. I've tried multiple pellets, but I wanted to try some today. I did pick these up. These are a lead-free. They're from Crosman. They're Gold Flight, and they're supposed to help with penetration. They're 8.5 grains. We'll get the scale out and weigh them here in a minute, and they're lead-free. Now I have tried a different kind of these, like the sabeted alloys. I have these ones here. They're also by Crosman. They're called Fast Flight. They're higher velocity, supposed to get up to 20% more velocity out of them. Again, they're lead-free as well. They're supposed to be weighed. Their weight is supposed to be 5.4 grain. However, I did weigh these, and most of them were between 5.7 to 5.9 grain. So if we're going to achieve that 320 feet per second, most likely it'll be with these. But I have shot these through it already. But these are a little heavier, they're a bit longer, and they're supposed to help with penetration, so I want to try on some tin cans with these. I'm also going to try the RWS Maestro Coolgan. These are an 8.2 grain. They're flat nosed. They're supposed to do pretty well in some of your lower powered air guns. I tried them recently in my 6 Sauer P226, and I got pretty good groups with these. So it took me a while to find the right pellet for that to shoot short range. My indoor range is about 6.5 yards, but these seem to group the best in it. So we'll try these, and then my heaviest pellet will be the H&M Barracudas. So these will be, of course, the slowest. These weigh in at 10.65 grains. So we'll just do some quick velocity testing, and then a little bit of target testing indoors again, and I'm definitely going to try these out target wise and with penetration. But I'll just do some accuracy testing and paper testing with the lead pellets, because I don't want to hit these on any hard surfaces indoors just because of the possibility of lead dust. So we'll just do some penetration tests with. I believe I did some with these. We got some penetration on some tin coffee cans, I believe. But I got like a tin Spaghetti-O can. We'll try with these. All right, for the velocity, we'll start with the heaviest and then work our way down to the lightest. And before I am going to do any shooting, or what I did was I checked to make sure all the screws were tight. I'm not sure how far this one goes down here, but it is I believe it's a 2mm Allen wrench. Already tightened it, but that'd be one to make sure it's tight. And then on either side here, there's 2 small Phillips, which already checked. They're tight as well. We'll be shooting through this chronograph here. It's just a little lower cost chronograph that I purchased from Amazon. It's powered by 4 AA batteries. Turn it on and then lock it into feet per second. And I'm just shooting into this box with some plastic shopping bags. It should be enough to stop the Ruger pellets from going through. I do have backstops further down as well, but I'm only going to do 5 shots of each, especially with the lead. Again, I'll velocity, paper target, and then we'll do velocity, some paper target testing, and then penetration with the lead-free pellets. All right, got the camera set up to where we can get a little bit of the function and the very light recoil of this Ruger Mark IV. And then down there you can see the velocity numbers. Again, this will be in feet per second. I will be unrested for this. So first up, the H&N Barracudas, 10.65 grain. These are domed and they're lead. Cocking this Ruger Mark IV takes very little effort. Again, the safety engages every time you cock. Just make sure it's seated in there well. Safety off. Shot number 1. Did not read. Let's try it again. Seems very slow. forgetting about the safety. 135. Just seems very, very slow for a heavy pellet. I mean, 10 grain. They go in kind of tight. 133.8. I mean, you're not even in the 200s with a 10 grain pellet. $147.9. We'll try one more to get number 5. See, now that one went in kind of loose. Let's see. 173.9. So it's a very low powered air pistol. I was unsatisfied with that first 5 shots. I mean, the first one didn't even read, so we're going to try the Barracudas again. Another 5 shots. All right. $151.5. $170.9. $172.0. That one dropped. $162.0. So again, well under 200 feet per second with the Ruger Mark IV, using the heavier H&M Barracudas that are 10.65 grain. I have weighed these before. There were some up and down weights, so that's going to affect velocity. Okay, on to the RWS Maestro Coolgan. These are 8.2 grain lead pellets. They are a wad cutter or flat nose pellet. Again, 5 shots. $239.2. $236.0. So we're well below the about 100 feet per second below the claimed velocity, which is probably with alloy pellets. 246.2. $258.5. That's the hottest yet. 247.3. So there's 5 shots with the RWS Maestro Coolgan 8.2 grain. Still below the claim feet per second. I mean, those lower velocities, you're backyard friendly. Definitely foot pounds wise, joules wise, you're definitely within, I guess, for the UK viewers out there, within your legal limit. All right. Okay, next up, the Crosman Gold Flights. These are 8.5 grain. They're lead free. As you can see here, they're much longer than any other thing that I've shot in 1.177 caliber yet. Almost twice as long as the RWS Maestro Coolgan. And then here's the what are these? The Crosman Fast Flight. They're 5.4 grain. This is the 8.5 grain Gold Flight. You can see how much longer it is. It almost reminds me of a 20 caliber pellet with the length. So it's the first time I shot these through the Ruger, so we'll see how they perform. They're supposed to be mostly for a higher penetration, so we'll check that out later on in the penetration test. All right, 5-shot Crosman Gold Flight. You can see the automatic safety there. These are 8.5 grain. I don't know how they'll fit in there. Yeah, not too tight, not too loose, almost a perfect fit. So let's see what we get with these. 5 shots. 275. It's the highest yet. Still not close to the 320. Again, these are lead free. 291. That one went through, so penetration is there. Good thing I got the proper backstop back there. All right, number 3. 308. Hey, we broke the 300 barrier. Seems to like these. Steadily climbing. 306. That one dropped a bit. And dropped back down to 298.4. I haven't weighed those, so I don't know what the difference is in the weight of each pellet, but hey, we broke the 300 barrier, so seem to like those. Next up, the lightest yet. These are the Crosman Fast Flight high velocity rounds. These are lead free, 5.4 grains. However, I did weigh these, and most of them came, between, into the 5.7 to 5.9 grain. Lead free. Again, these are a plastic sabeted. I have shot these before, so if we hit that 320, it will be with these. Again, automatic safety. Now that one went in really loose. 340. So we finally achieved and surpassed the claimed FPS. 359. 343 and drop a bit. That's probably one of the heavier ones. 354. So if you're looking for velocity, definitely go with the lighter pellets. 356.1. So we finally achieved and surpassed the claimed FPS using the much lighter 5.4 grain lead-free Crosman Fast Flights. All right, on to the paper testing. Okay, for target testing, I'm going to be shooting at a distance of about 6 yards. From here, it's about 6.5. So I'm up a little further, so I'm looking at 6. I will be shooting from a rested position. I'm probably going to just rest the gun like this. I won't have the barrel on it, but I'll just have it just right underneath the front, kind of like if you're using 2 hands, where your opposite hand index finger might be. So we'll go from there. I don't know if you can see that. I think I showed you. Target wise, just a paper target. I just drew the circle. It's not very straight, but it will do. I used a larger paper target because I'm thinking a lot of these will probably be low. So we'll try to get it on the paper and then we'll go from there. But I'm going to aim just below this orange sticker. Alright, first up we'll use the H&N Barracudas, the 10.5 grain. These were very slow, so I don't know how well they'll do, but we'll shoot 5 of them. We'll shoot 5 of them to see where we're shooting, and then we'll do another 5 and see if we can get a tighter group. All right, 5 shots. I didn't even hit the target. It's like everything was shooting low. Looks like 1 hit there. So definitely low. I'm gonna adjust the sights because I was aiming right here. So that's a good, what, 8 inches below the target. So let me adjust. All right, I adjusted the rear sight about almost 2 turns. We'll see how it goes. Another 3 shots. Still shooting low, it looks like. So I'm gonna bring the rear sight up some more and go from there. All right, I raised the screw some more. I have it maxed out. Any higher with backing out the screw will come out. So if this doesn't bring it up any, I'll just by eye shoot above the orange dot there. Oh, still way too low. So, they're just too heavy. They just drop. So we'll go to the 8.2 grain Meisterkugeln, see if we have any better results. Okay, RWS Meisterkugeln, 8.2 grain. I'll leave the sights where I adjusted them. They're pretty much maxed out, so if we're shooting high, I'll bring it back down. All right, 5 shots was the Meisterkugeln. A little better, still shooting low. So I'm gonna adjust my eye and just aim. We'll go up higher. I'm aiming to just above this outer circle and see where we're at. I'll actually put another dot right there, and we'll just aim below that one. Five shots. Did bring it up some. Yeah, still open up. I mean, again, this is only 6 yards, so you should be able to do better. But I was aiming right here, so I did bring it up. So, we'll try the lead-free lighter pellets. Just going to use the same target. I just added some more dots. Well, you start with the 8.5 grain gold flight, lead free. 5 shots. 5 shots. I was aiming at this target. It's actually more centered in the bullseye. Elevation's good, just I gotta bring it over to the right. So let's do that with another 5 shots. I gave about one good full turn. We'll shoot at the upper target next. Again, I'll be dead center. Five shots. It's like, considering what I've been doing, not a bad group. Seem to have gotten my windage correct and my elevation, so not too bad with the gold flights. Next up, the Crossman fast flights. These were the fastest. We'll see how these do. 5.4 grain. However, they are weighed at 5.7 to 5.9 grains. We'll be shooting at the right targets. We'll start with the bottom one and then work our way up. I have only 10 of these, or 12 of these left, so I'm just going to do 2 groups of 3 shots. Maybe 4, that way we can save some for the penetration test. One, two, three. Came up a bit. We'll try the upper target. 3 shots. Three shots. Like a couple here. Actually, this Gorilla Tape that I have holding my clip on stopped them pretty good. I got 1, 2, 3, so I can dig these out. You can see the piece came off. Get the focus. It's focusing on the target. 2 in the target, but 1 flyer. Yet, so yeah, each one of the metal alloy projectiles came out of the sabets, but I was aiming right about here, so 2 in the target and 3 to the upper right. And it's kind of hard to see from back there where the impact is because they're so small. But we'll have to go back and look at the video, see which shots were first. All right, on to the penetration test. Okay, for penetration, we'll start with the aluminum soda can. I have it a piece of stuck on a piece of tape. I was doing some penetration testing with some airsoft BBs my last video, a previous video, and I was getting penetration, but the can kept bouncing out of there, so I got it taped in there now, so hopefully that should hold. So we're going to start out with the penetration wise. We'll go with the lightest first. I only have a few of these left, so I'll split them half with the aluminum can, and then we'll do half with the tin can. This will be the tin can. SpaghettiOs. So I'll probably do some on the bottom and then maybe on the side. Alright, I literally have like 6 of them left, so we'll do 3 aluminum and 3 tin. So at 6 yards, not a problem putting some holes. My tape seemed to have held. Went clean through. Notice the very sharp edges. As I usually say in my other videos, if you're shooting with younger children, please do not let them handle these cans. They are very sharp. Now we'll try the tin can. I'm gonna shoot at the bottom. That way, if I do miss, I'll get more of a center shot. Zoom in a little bit more. Missed that one. That was up or down. Definitely going up. Getting a little lower. Alright, make contact with one of them. Shooting high. We got penetration on the bottom. I think I saw the sabot come off, so it's doing its job, you know, just using the projectile to pierce through. So onto the gold flight. I use this bear can. It's got some dents from my airsoft. We'll try this one. Tell you what, turn upside down. Try to get a fresh side there. So those gold flights should have no problem penetrating that. Again, these are the 8.5 grain gold flights. These are designed to have increased penetration. They're the longer ones, lead free. So yeah, these should definitely do pretty good. Definitely no problem penetrating this one. The gold flights, again, very sharp edges. I mean, just look at that. That will definitely slice your hand. So be very careful handling these. All right. On to the tin can. We'll do 5 on the bottom, and then we'll do 5 on the side. That's the previous hole. Tell you what, I'm gonna put a little sticker over that one. Put this little. I don't know how well that will hold on the metal, but all right. Tin can. Crosman gold flights with the Ruger Mark IV. A little bit to the left. Really flew. I'm really going to the right, or the left. All right. Actually, one of the saybits is caught in there. Pull that out. See? All right, let's try the side of the can. I'll do as many shots as it takes to hit it. Just a lot of them seem to be flying up and to the left. So, all right. Tin can, gold flights. Save it came back. All right, Just did a few extra shots for the fun of it. Definitely took care of that. No problem with penetrating that. Look at that. Cool. Got a lot of them in there. Get my light here. See in there. Yeah, that one sticking out the back. That's pretty cool. There you go. Maintained its form. So unlike lead, that probably would have got smashed. But pretty good penetration. Again, 6 yards. Low powered Ruger Mark IV spring piston air pistol. All right, we'll go back to the review table and just go over my final thoughts. Okay, so we're back at the review table with the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex. This is a 1.177 caliber spring piston brake barrel. We ran over the chronograph. Got some different velocities using the heavier H&N Barracudas. These are 10.65 grain. These are rather slow. The RWS Meisterkugeln. These were the mid to upper 200s. Then we tried the Gold Flights from Crossman. They had pretty good velocity numbers. And then, of course, the 5.4 grain Crossman Fast Flights. We achieved and surpassed the claimed 320 feet per second range velocity with these, at least. Target wise, couldn't even get on the paper with the Kodiaks, or not Kodiaks, but the Barracudas. But they are known as the Kodiaks with the Beeman label. I do have a few tins of those left, but they're just in 22 caliber. And with the RWS Meisterkugeln, these were the lead. Still shooting low. Oh yeah, back to the Barracudas. I pretty much maxed out my rare sight, bringing it up to where the screw was just about ready to pop out, and I still wasn't even on paper. So just, yeah, definitely does not like the heavier pellets. I would definitely stick to 8 grain below with these Meisterkugeln. Better group, still open, but I was at least on the paper. I brought it up some, just with my eye. A little bit better, closer to the target. Still a little bit open for just 6 yards, but at least they were all, within the same kind of area. Gold Flights, elevation was good, but my windage was to the left. So I adjusted my sight and brought it back to the right, which for 6 yards, still a little open, but this is a work in progress. And then with the 5.4 grain Crossman Fast Flights, I had one on the target, but the other 3 were high. And then here I had 1, 2, and then one that went really high and to the right. Penetration, no problem piercing through aluminum cans with either the Crossman Fast Flights or the Gold Flights. The Gold Flights did very well with the tin can, top end, or the sides and bottom of the tin can. And these penetrated as well. I did miss 2 out of 3 shots. Did land the 3rd shot. It did penetrate. So definitely, it's a good plinker. I could definitely recommend it for backyard use. It's very quiet. It's lower powered. So it's pretty fun. It seems a little finicky with pellets. I mean, once you find the right pellet and with a little bit of work, I'm sure you could probably tighten up your groups a little bit. Being a spring piston, I probably could work on my hold. I was shooting the target from the rested position. I just had this resting on the rest that I was using, just kind of like this. So try to keep maintain a constant point of aim. But yeah, the Ruger Mark IV from Umarex. If you're considering buying one, yeah, I could definitely say go ahead and do so. It's fun. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.